Hi, I'm Judy Saul,
I'm Ann Martin.
and we're going to be hosting a roundtable conversation at the Dayton Conference about bringing transformative practice to group planning and decision-making processes.
I'm interested in this because I've facilitated a lot of group planning processes. Formal ones such as search conferences, future search, open space technology, and interest-based negotiations.
And I've facilitated a lot of group interactions as well, though they've been less formal and less structured, probably in part because they come out of my mediation practice and my experience running a mediation center.
So I'm curious about what the connection between transformative practice and these group planning processes might be. In my experience, they are very structured processes, and they are results driven. They're focused on getting some problems solved together. The good thing is that they're based on a principle, which is a principle they have in common with transformative mediation, namely that people have the capacity to solve problems, particularly when they're working together. But the limitation, from my perspective, is that in the drive to get something done, differences are set aside. And there is even sometimes a formal request that differences be set aside. Then when I look at the results of these processes, I see often that while they're great plans, nothing much happens with them. And I wonder, is it because something very important or some things very important that should have been on the table were not on the table?
So what we want to talk about at the conference, hopefully with you, is what would it look like? What would these processes look like, and how would they benefit? Would they benefit? And if so, how would they benefit from welcoming conflict into the room, letting people bring their differences in and talk about the things that they felt they needed to talk about, even if it seemed not necessarily relevant to the problem they were there to solve. And we're not sure what the answer is, but we're glad that people's problem-solving capacity is acknowledged by these processes, and we think that maybe bringing a bigger dose of transformative practice might make them even better, but we're not sure. So we invite you to join us if you're someone with experience with group planning processes, if you're a mediator who's interested, come to Dayton and sign up for our workshop.